The strangest theories are often the ones that go the most unnoticed. And in the case of Alice's adventures in Wonderland, there are some incredibly dark things happening just below the surface. With our countdown of the top 3 hidden theories they never told you about, you won't believe what Lewis Carroll was trying to tell us all along. In our third and final theory, we're going to talk about one of the most iconic symbols of Wonderland, the Cheshire Cat. This is a creature that guides Alice throughout the entirety of her adventure. In fact, it almost acts like a mentor, offering cryptic advice that helps Alice overcome various obstacles in her way. But how much of a friend is the Cheshire Cat really? According to psychologist Dr. Justin Frank, this grinning feline may actually be a lot less friendly than you think. Dr. Frank argues that the Cheshire Cat is actually an evil spirit that uses trickery and deception in order to corrupt Alice and lead her further down the path of madness. Why else would this cat appear and disappear at will or offer such cryptic advice and warnings that can be interpreted in multiple ways? For example, the Cheshire Cat warns Alice that the Queen of Hearts is looking for her. However, it also seems to relish in the chaos that ensues when the Queen's soldiers arrive. It even takes great pleasure in its own grin before disappearing altogether, leaving Alice to fend for herself. In fact, the Cheshire Cat's behavior becomes increasingly sinister as the story goes on, which indicates that it has some sort of ulterior motive. What could that motive possibly be? Well, according to Dr. Frank, this evil spirit wants nothing more than to drag Alice deeper into the rabbit hole and completely break her mind. After all, it does everything it can to prevent Alice from returning home. Could the Cheshire Cat really be a demonic entity? Well, if that's true, then it makes sense why so many of the other characters seem to embody different aspects of evil. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe and join our growing community. Now back to theory number 2. The Mad Hatter's Tea Party is one of the most memorable events that take place in Alice's adventures in Wonderland. At first glance, it appears to be a nonsensical gathering where the laws of physics don't apply and everything is topsy-turvy. However, some believe that there is a much darker meaning behind this seemingly whimsical scene. Some believe that the tea party symbolizes a prison of time, trapping those who partake in it forever. In an article for Psychology, today psychologist John Sharp argues that the tea party represents a state of arrested development where those who attend are stuck in a perpetual state of childhood and are unable to move forward in life. This explains why the Mad Hatter and the March Hare are both eternally childish and why time has stopped ticking by. Everything at the tea party is frozen in time, preventing anyone from leaving until their cups are empty. Furthermore, the presence of the dormouse adds another layer of symbolism. The fact that it falls asleep during the tea party suggests that those trapped in this state of arrested development are unable to face reality and must escape into fantasy in order to cope. As Sharp puts it, the tea party is a place where time stands still and those who enter are forever changed. So is Alice able to escape this prison of time, or is she doomed to be trapped there forever? Well, that depends on whether or not she wants to escape. Now it's time to look at the final theory. Of course, we have to talk about the infamous caterpillar. From the moment it first appears, it becomes clear that this is no ordinary insect. The caterpillar possesses an air of wisdom and authority, offering cryptic advice that helps Alice navigate the challenges she faces. But what is the true nature of this enigmatic creature? Well, according to Jungian analyst Gail Winden, the caterpillar represents the process of individuation. In other words, it symbolizes the journey of self-discovery that Alice undergoes throughout the story. As Alice inhales the smoke from the caterpillar's hookah, she begins to grow larger. This symbolizes her increasing awareness and understanding of herself. Additionally, the caterpillar's ability to change its size reflects the alchemical process of transformation. Just as the caterpillar transforms itself, so too must Alice transform in order to reach her fullest potential. Furthermore, the caterpillar's appearance as a wise old man symbolizes the archetype of the wise old soul. This archetype represents the wisdom and knowledge that can be gained through introspection and self-reflection. By offering Alice advice and guidance, the caterpillar helps her tap into this inner wisdom. However, the caterpillar's role as a guide doesn't come without its challenges. As Alice grows larger and smaller in size, she experiences both physical and psychological discomfort. This symbolizes the pain and struggle that can be associated with self-discovery. Ultimately, the caterpillar's guidance helps Alice navigate these challenges and emerge as a more complete individual. So the caterpillar isn't just a strange creature encountered in Wonderland. It's a symbol of the transformative power of introspection and self-discovery. What do you think of these hidden theories? Did you ever notice them while reading the book or watching one of the many film adaptations? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And as a thank you for staying with us until the end, here's an extra special treat. Now let's take a closer look at Alice and her journey down the rabbit hole. The entire story revolves around her fall into a subterranean world. But what if this fall had a deeper meaning? Some believe that Alice's descent into Wonderland symbolizes her loss of innocence and entry into the adult world. As she falls, she encounters bizarre and nonsensical situations that defy the laws of logic and reason. This mirrors the disorienting and often confusing transition from childhood to adulthood, where everything seems to make sense. Additionally, Alice's constant changes in size symbolize the physical and emotional transformations that occur during puberty. She becomes larger or smaller depending on the situation she finds herself in, reflecting the fluctuating emotions and uncertainties of adolescence. Moreover, the strange creatures Alice meets represent the various challenges and temptations of the adult world. Each new encounter presents her with a different set of problems to solve, requiring her to use her wit and intelligence to navigate them. These challenges serve as a metaphor for the obstacles and decisions that must be faced when entering the complexities of the adult world. Finally, the overall atmosphere of Wonderland, with its shifting landscapes and nonsensical rules, symbolizes the ambiguity and unpredictability of the future. Alice's journey serves as a reminder that the road ahead is uncertain and full of surprises, but also that it is up to her to shape her own path. Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland is a timeless classic that continues to captivate readers of all ages. However, beneath its fantastical surface, many believe there are deeper meanings and messages hidden between the lines. From Alice's journey as a metaphor for trauma and dissociation, to the Tea Party as a prison of time, and the Cheshire Cat as a strange guide, these hidden theories offer a new way to interpret the beloved story. So next time you read Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, keep these theories in mind and see if you can spot them for yourself. Who knows? You might just discover a whole new level of depth and meaning in the story. Now it's time to make your voice heard. Which of these hidden theories did you find the most interesting? And what do you think is the overall message that Lewis Carroll was trying to convey with his story? Share your thoughts with us and the rest of the community in the comments section below. We would love to hear your perspective. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.